Thank you for joining us today. Today for Tone Up Tuesday, we are going to go over some squat basics. I know it might seem like a very simple thing if you exercise now and do squats on a regular basis, but if you do not, how you perform an exercise position on a vibration machine will be partly the key to your success. So we're going to go over some basics today, and I've got a couple of camera angles here going for a reason. We're going to warm up with a pelvic tilt. We haven't done that in a while. And I want you on your pivotal platform somewhere in the 12 to 14 hertz range. If you're using a vertical platform, I want your warm up at about 30 to 35 hertz. And we're just going to tilt the bum forward and backward. Just do this for about 30 seconds to a minute. The knees are slightly bent. You shouldn't be standing so tall that you feel it in your head. Just knees are slightly bent, and you're just pushing those glutes forward and backward. When you're doing your pelvic tilt, you are not looking like this. It's simply a movement, right? You're tilting the bum forward and backward. Forward and backward. And that's just to loosen up, give you some range of motion for the next position. We're going to move the frequency up to 18 to 22 hertz on your pivotal platform. If you find the intensity is getting too strong, adjust your foot placing. On your vertical platform, I want you at 35 to 40 hertz. I'm going to keep my setting lower so you can hear my voice. And what I want you to do for this first one, a good squat has a few tips here. I want you to have about 70 to 80% of the weight on your heels. Your heels is the contact point. If you come up onto your toes, you're not even going to really feel it much past your ankles. So the heel is the point of contact. You don't want to shift the weight to the toes. That's kind of a way your body will cheat. So majority of the weight is on the heels. And I just want you going as deep as you can. If you've got a machine with handles, hang on for stability, but never for dear life. We're just going to hold this position for 30 seconds to a minute. If you're just starting out, 15 to 20 may be adequate. If you're fatiguing, just stand up and take a little breather, okay? The next position we're going to move into is a dynamic squat. So if you're not doing squats regularly, stick with that static squat for the first week or two. Feel where you're feeling the pressure build in your quads. And if you are going to progress to dynamic movement, or you would like to progress to dynamic movement, when you're using the higher frequencies on a vibration platform, they kind of create a sensation or a feeling of load on those muscles. And if you move too fast, you're going to feel it's more cardio if you go really, really fast, but you don't really give the technology time to elicit a response in those muscles. So if you are wanting to move dynamically, we're just going to go very slow, up and down. You might get 30 seconds to a minute, might be a good 6 or 7 good reps on your squat. Again, if you're hanging onto a machine with handles, only hang on for stability. Do not go beyond your natural range of motion because you have something to hang on to. The very last one, this beautiful rainbow ball that I have scooped from my daughter, I just want to give you a little variation. So I like combining as many things as I can into one position to get more done in less time, especially if you're trying to target things like toning. For me, it's those inner and outer thighs. And I'm going to use this ball. I'm just going to place it just above my knees. I'm going to hold it with my thighs. This ball is a little deflated to give me some grip. And your feet are going to be in line with your knees. And you'll feel those inner and outer thighs engage. If you're comfortable, moving dynamically, whatever feels comfortable to you. Okay? And I would proceed doing this one for another 30 seconds to a minute. If you should be getting fatigued at this point. If the technique is there and you've been pushing yourself, you could hold that position statically if it feels more comfortable. Just a variation I wanted to show you on that today. Why are squats important? As part of toning and weight loss and getting stronger, and as we get older, just things like just getting up out of your chair. If you can perfect one good position on a vibration machine, it is the squat. A squat early in the day for somebody like me that's post 40, it's going to boost that metabolism, elevate it throughout the course of the day, so we're shaving a couple more calories out of that calorie bank. Getting up out of your chair, if you spend too much time sitting in that stagnant position, it's a good way to target blood flow, lymphatic movement by doing squats. But early in the day, I like to get my legs done and out of the way, and I might do 3 to 5 minutes of a variation like this. And what I do from week to week, you don't have to get fancy with a whole bunch of different positions. You know, if you get good at doing your squats, mix up your frequencies or your amplitude, your intensity settings on your machine to keep the body confused and progressing in its changes. So the body gets used to anything after a period of time. I've outlined the frequencies in today's session, but play on those last few squats and those higher ranges and mix up your frequencies or your foot placement slightly from week to week to keep those changes progressing forward. Again, keep those weight on the heels, work within your range of motion, keep it simple, mix up those frequencies versus coming up with a whole bunch of elaborate positions, and push to fatigue. We change the body when we're going to push it to quit. It's not always a cookie cutter, how long do I do this for, Debbie, or how long do I do that for? We are here to educate and help support those using vibration machines. I work with high G platforms, which offers those higher frequencies, those higher G forces. If you're looking for some training support, give me a shout out or drop me a personal message. I do offer personal support. And of course, we're big fans of vibration machines. If you have any questions and you're searching for a platform, reach out to us at VibrationGuide and we'll be happy to assist you.